welcome back to my channel, Best Practice Gaming. This is Rob here, and I'm going to continue exploring the Taymre region, the Drownlands, in SnowRunner using the Chevy Apache. Drive down this road here, head back to the main shop, and then circle back and start going up the mountain. So let's get started. Turn on the lights because it looks like the sun is down. I remember my first playthrough of this map. I had such a hard time with the muddy areas in this map. It's just so difficult. None of the DLC trucks, most of the DLC trucks were not out at the time, and there was no first season. I think seasons came out in the second year, if I remember correctly, or actually it might have been like year one DLC if I remember correctly, then year two, and then eventually it evolved into seasons. It's the morning, still keep the lights on here. One of the concepts I really struggle with when you're driving vehicles on the roads here is that for some reason the suspension can be damaged going over the rocks here, so I used to have the trucks just fly down this road and they would just gradually get damaged over time. floating rock. That's something you see from time to time in SnowRunner. You know what? I think there might be... If I remember correctly, there actually might be an upgrade in this area. I'm going by memory here, so it's been a little while. I might as well just go through this area. This map here was really one of the first traditional maps you see in Mud Runner, where the towers didn't reveal the entirety of the map, and you had to drive everywhere to find everything. That's how the first Mud Runner was. The towers only revealed half the map, and then the rest of the time you were just exploring the map to find all the routes and roads that can help you. In this case, I'm just going to drive off-road here for a little while because I believe the area I marked on that map has an upgrade. Here's a little trick. The upgrades will stand out at night a lot easier because they're bright yellow. So that's one way of finding them. And I was correct. There is one here. Let's see. Let's go around this way. Most of the trucks you see featured in SnowRunner, at least in the first 3 maps, are all incredibly old vehicles with not their actual names. They had to rename a lot of the vehicles, probably for copyright reasons. Except for the Chevy Avalanche, they probably got the rights for the name of that vehicle and a few others. But most of the Russian vehicles, I believe it's not their actual names. They're slightly off in the naming convention, if I remember correctly. I'll have to look that one up. It's been a long time since I've driven this map, so I'm just trying to remember it all. Alright, let's go up this mountain here. Now the mud tires are probably the best tires you can use in any map. Not so good on ice or rock, but they are top tier tires that can get you almost anywhere out of any situation. Only a few of the big trucks actually have real mud tires on them. Most of them are just off-road tires. or off-road tires and chains on them. I remember falling off these little bridges so much. I really should learn to read the signs on these maps. That would be very helpful. And it's learning another language. Careful with these nibs here. Cause a vehicle to tip over. I remember tipping vehicles so much on this map, especially on this hill here. That was always a problem. Yeah, I just wasn't really good at driving through this map. Have to slow down for like some of the angles in this map here. So, especially when it comes to recovering vehicles, that was always very tough. Somewhere down this road here. Yeah, a lot of the branches can stop low front trucks like the Azovs. Those vehicles are low front vehicles, so a lot of those little branches out in the road can actually stop those vehicles outright. So you have to work your way around them, even though those trucks themselves are very powerful looking vehicles. I don't think I've talked enough about diff lock yet, so the reason why I can drive this vehicle on diff lock on a low-high is because it's designed for it. A lot of the other vehicles, you actually have to add diff lock, and if you go too fast, it damages the transmission system. But with some vehicles, they have it reinstalled. And the Chevy Apache just happens to be one of those vehicles. In the very first Mud Runner, you can have diff lock on all you want on normal mode and just drive your vehicles like normal. But in hard mode, diff lock damaged the vehicle transmission. I have played SnowRunner in hard mode. There's definitely a little bit more planning to it, but mostly it's just working your logistics so you don't run out of gas. And it's these angles right here that can cause a full-size truck to tip, so you want to be careful. If you're taking a full-size truck down these side roads here, or a very high truck down these side roads, trucks that run very high. I remember this gave me lots of problems. And that's why. Lake over there. Wonder how deep it is. Oh, yeah, look, there's a tower right there. And some SnowRunner maps further along, I can't remember which maps they are, but you had to restore some of the towers too. I thought that was an interesting dynamic. Alright, let's stop it right there for today. That was exploring the downed maps here and finding this tower. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell notification if you want to catch more of these videos uploading. Take it easy.